What's going on, everybody? I'm Primal and welcome back to my Grandia 100% walkthrough. Guys, we're on part number 15 right now, and this is one of the worst areas ever, to be fair. I mean, it's kind of one of the worst areas. This is basically a zone that is split in two with a nice little area in the middle of it, but there is going to be some frustrations in this area because it is the Misty Forest. We've got to do the West Misty Forest, which is the zone we're in now, and then later on we'll have to do the East Misty Forest. Now, the West one isn't too bad, like where we are right now. This one is honestly, like, really rather straightforward. Then we got a nice little few things later. But this is where it becomes a big but, okay? And not the good kind of big buts, unfortunately. This is the bad kind of big buts. So, but once we get to East Misty Forest, it's gonna become basically a maze. And when I say a maze, like, you would normally think, you know, like, oh, it's gonna be like a labyrinth, no problem. No. Like, as that's the name. Well, you know, I'm not gonna spoil the fun. Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. You guys, you'll just have to wait and see what actually. Oh, did you really have to kill him there, Justin? No, you'll just have to see what the fun is. The big problem for, you know, this particular area is mainly going to be down to actually getting all of the items, because obviously, you know, we experienced this in the last area, like the last forest area and that. But forests, they're hard to see the stuff. You know, like forests, they are pretty hard to see the stuff, unfortunately. And that's why it's just gonna be slightly infuriating, to be honest, because it's like there are going to be those few items. Those few items that I'm probably going to be running around like a goddamn lunatic looking for, you know? Like, it's just one of them, especially because all of the forest is green and the money bags are green. So it's like they blend in so much. But it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. Like, there's not that many items or like amounts of gold in this particular forest, so West Misty. Ooh, dude, he nearly killed Fina. That's nasty, Justin. That's nasty. You horrible abuser. Oh my god, is she actually gonna die? Am I actually gonna have to heal? Just keep in mind, guys, like, if I didn't level water magic earlier on, Justin does enough damage, he would have one-shot Fina and Sue there. Like, that could have been horrible. I don't know why I got really unlucky though. Like, that is, wow, okay. Wow, that was interesting to say the least. I guess I'm just gonna like have to actually like resurrect her. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just gonna cost me like a wind attack basically. It's fine. It's like, it's only 6 MP and it's mastered, so it doesn't take too long. And of course now she is full health as well. Oh, I need to actually do the tactics again, don't I? Since I did actually cancel them off. Confusion is such an annoying status. It can be such an annoying status. The problem with, like, these enemies in particular, though, is confusion isn't the big problem here. The big problem is the drastically lower defense. So it's like if they just start randomly spamming that random nut and they hit a few characters, I have less defense and my characters are going to attack each other. And obviously I do a lot more damage than the enemies do. So it's like you can definitely be caught very unprepared there, to be honest. And ooh, the ends are actually giving me pretty good windy XP. It's like we only used one wind spell there and we got 7 EXP. That's really not too bad. Oh, now we got another one. Oh man, it's right, like in the forest and that, I use the actual waymarks as a point to know where I am. So I'm just slowly going through the forest now looking for it basically. Yes, I know, it's bad, But no, as I was saying earlier, like, at least we're not going to have to deal with it for a very long time. This area is only a short one. Then we have, you know, like a nice little town. And then, I suppose like a mini dungeon. Like, in a sense, it is almost a mini dungeon. And then we'll be back to the forest. So we're not going to do both forests in this video, I don't think. We'll definitely do... we'll definitely do the first forest. And then I think the second forest will be... probably... oh, Balfruit. No, that's the SP one, never mind. But yeah, like this video, we're definitely going to do this forest. We're going to do the village. And then we're probably going to do a little bit of the next dungeon. Yeah, I think that sounds about right, to be honest. Yeah, that sounds about right to me anyway. Oh, and I'll tell you what, one of the nice things about playing Grandia is, you know, aside from the fact I get to, like, have a nice, relaxing chill session while playing it, because, you know, Grandia to me is a really relaxing game. One of the things I actually enjoy the most is reading comments from you guys, because a few of you are playing along with me. It's like some of you are a little behind, some of you are a little ahead. And I think it's awesome to see that, you know, like I absolutely love these little, not quite races, so to speak, but they are also kind of races, if that makes sense, you know. Obviously, like being the YouTuber, I can only like really upload one video a day. I mean, I could upload more than that. But at that point, like, it means other projects get delayed, and that's where you guys just, like, want to murder me, basically. Oh, man. So, yeah, we're gonna be... well, I'm probably gonna lose all these races, to be fair. Come on, give me a nice few enemies. There we go. See, I love these mist dragons. I absolutely love them. Unfortunately, Sue was really, really slow there, so she's not going to be able to hit all 6. It sucks, but, you know, it's one of them. We can't do anything about it. We just sort of have to deal with it, you know? We still hit 2 though, and this will actually probably be easier for, you know, on the spot map for me to see how much EXP we're actually earning. Oh, I love that one shot though. Okay, so we got 180 XP there. Nice. 8 each. Yeah, so if I was to like completely disable the others. Oh no, I'm turned around now. Oh no. I'm turned around. God damn it. This is gonna suck. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna like cancel Fina's turn. Like, Fina can just defend for now. I definitely want Sue to get some nice windy XP here. So I'm actually just gonna use Howl. Howl Slash will definitely kill them. And I don't really want that to happen. So I want to try and let them survive. And Howl will still hit them all. Let's just see if they survive. Nah. Should've known. It's unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. That should still give Sue a huge amount of EXP, though. Yeah, 48 EXP, that's like half a level, basically. Literally like half a level. And as you can see, they keep coming. Right, I'm completely lost. I need to find a map point of reference. I need one of the waymarks. That's what I really need right now, for sure. Okay, I don't know if I can actually hit all them with a normal Howl, so I'm going to use Howl Slash instead. At the very least, then, even if, like, the Mist Snakes get a turn, they're still going to die. And this should level Howl up as well. Well, it should level Wind up. Yep, there's Pjore. Okay, so Pjore is one of the combination spells between wind and water, and if I'm not mistaken, Pjore it blocks magical attacks, I think. Let's have a look, see. Where is it? There it is, 810. I do believe it's the magic one. Magic symbol blocks moves of one enemy. Yeah. So that just blocks like the enemy attacks and that. Right, I'm like completely. Oh wait, no, there's the gold. Okay, I know where I am now. I know where I am. We're fine. Oh, this is one of the reasons I hate forest. Oh, there's the stream. So that's like an easy point of reference as well if you want to use that. Right, so at this little waypoint, there should be like a bag of gold right below us. However, I actually already have that. That was the one we picked up earlier. So now there's only 2 more items left for us to grab. The bag of gold you just saw on the river, and then one right before the next area. Oh, there's only 2 mist snakes here, so like at that point, it's not even really worth using wind. We're just gonna kill him. You know what I mean?
Pretty easy.
In fact, Fina's whip leveled up, right? I wonder what level that is. If that's 14, I can get her starting on fire magic. Where are you, Fina? No, it's still only 13, so we're not quite there yet. I will just like heal everybody though. Yeah, so we're not quite there yet with Fina, but she will be very, very soon. And then once Fina levels up her whip, we can start using fire magic. Oh, only 3 enemies again, really? Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll just use like Howl Slash. No, wrong one. We'll use Howl Slash. Nope, never mind. I guess we won't use anything. Justin and Fina are just too violent. They just want to murder everything. Well, it's fine. I need levels for them more than anything anyway. I mean, right now I don't even really care that much about Justin's levels because it's not really all that important at the moment. Like, he doesn't really have any important skills to get with weapon levels at the moment. It's more just he has no magic to use, so that's why I'm just working on his weapons, just to, save me a little bit of time later. Because we will actually be getting a new skill for Justin sorta soon. Oh wait, no, we won't actually. Wait, will we unlock it by that? I can't remember where we unlock it. Well, either way, it doesn't matter. Like, we'll get it when we get it, I guess. But we still need to, get some levels for Justin's sword. Right, there's the last item here. And now we are in Lock Village, which is, of course, the little horn boy's home. Honestly, like, there is 3 good things about this village, right? There is 3 amazing things about this village. One of them is, the accessory that we're going to buy soon. The other one is the music, because, come on, let's be real right now. This music is freaking insanely good. I love this. It is so calming, for sure. But the big one... Yeah, I know what you have. The big one is actually something that's going to happen a little bit later. Wait, what? Oh no, is it the next village? I thought it was this village I could get it from. Oh no. I am actually a little gutted right now, to be fair. I mean, I could buy the weapons, but I'm not going to. Can't buy magic because we have no mana eggs. We're not going to get any mana eggs for a while. There we go. Okay, so for some reason it's in like the item section. I have no idea why. Yeah, for this we're just going to equip it on Sue, and then I'm going to buy 2 more. We're just going to buy one for Justin and one for Fina. We're not going to care about them just yet. They're going to come in really, really handy later. But make sure you buy these tree amulets. In fact, you know what? I'm going to play this safe as well. Wait, no, I don't need to buy a 4th. No, I don't need to buy a 4th. It's fine. It's like, we don't need to care about that 4th one. I mean, if you want to, you could buy some of the others, but I personally find them rather lacking. Okay, so now that we actually have the tree amulet on Sue, as you can see, it reduces SP used by killer moves. Killer moves is literally just like weapon skills, basically. That's all that is. So it should be 16, for example, for fight. I believe it's now a quarter cheaper, so it should be 12 MP now for that. Right, now that we've done that, we've basically done everything I care about doing in this place, so we're gonna go speak to Ram's parents first. You know, since we saved him and all that. Oh wait, yeah, I need to go speak to the village chief first, actually, don't I? A whoopsie daisy. That's easy though. Like, village chiefs, have you guys ever noticed, like in the older, like, RPGs and JRPGs and that, the village chief, or the building that you are meant to go, is so distinctly obvious. Like, so distinctly obvious. Like, all these awful people and that, they're just living in normal huts, like, in the middle of town. But then the village chief is sort of off on his own, you know, across a bridge and all that. Like, I have to admit, I kind of like that. I prefer that in the older games rather than the newer games, where sometimes it's not that obvious, but yeah, you know, that's just like me, really. What can I say? I like the old stuff. You wish not to disturb the peace in this village. Yeah, he doesn't want us here, by the way. Like, he really does not want us here. So we've got to go to the God of Light Mountain, which is actually where we're going next. But first, yeah, I'm gonna heal first, I think, and we can do that at Ram's house. Hey, Mama Ram, can you like heal me? No, I don't care about the thing. No, can like either of you heal me? First, oh yeah, I've got to actually do like the mountain first. Oh, no man, save point right here. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna recover, save, and we're gonna go. So yeah, basically, we're not allowed to stay in this village, unfortunately, because, you know, like, we're outsiders. And in order to stay here, we have to become, like, part of the tribe. And to do that, we have to climb a giant mountain. Which we're gonna do very, very slowly. Because, you know, like, there's no rush, right? But there is actually something that I love at the top of this mountain. Like, I love the reveal, you know? Excuse me. Can't stop yawning today for some reason. Right. If I remember rightly, these bugs are actually, like, super resistant to damage. No? Okay, so it's going to be wind damage that they're resistant to, then I'm guessing. But yeah, see, there's fight. It's only 13 SP, so it's a little less than a quarter. But either way, that means we can now use it 3 times. Which, of course, means that I can just spam that, and that gives me near enough a guaranteed weapon level every fight now with Sue. Obviously, I don't have, you know, a save point right next to me though, so I can't just keep healing the SP I use. But I will do later. And just think as well, just think. It's only going to get even faster once I unlock a 4th character. Oh man, I hate their AoE attacks, they're so big. That's what she said. No, their AoE range is huge. It's fine though. It's like, I'm kind of hoping actually that I might be able to get all 3 fights off before the last 2 die. Because then if I can get the last fight off in this one, it means we can go through the rest of the mountain just using Howl and Howl Slash Wither. Would save me a huge amount of time, but I'm not going to. I might. No, I don't think I will. I think Justin's going to kill it. Oh, no, he countered. Okay, sweet. We got it. Although Justin's definitely going to kill it now. Like, 3 fights boosting his attack power. Yeah, that bug is dead, man. Yeah, he even got 1 shot as well. Fight's really good once you really start stacking it. But I think that's kind of the same. Yes, he's 72. Near enough a weapon level every fight now. Once we actually get the 4th character, that'd go up even further. So that will be where we start just power leveling levels. Although, to be fair, I haven't quite decided on where I'm actually going to do my power leveling just yet. It's like, there are 2 places that I do this grind at typically. The first one is quite literally as soon as I get the 4th character. But I mean, I don't know which is actually quicker, either doing it there or doing it in like the next dungeon area, so to speak, just because there's more mobs around the save point, so I could like recover, use like spam the attacks, kill the mobs, recover, spam the attacks, kill the mobs, and so on and so forth, you know, just keep on and on and on repeating that process. Whereas the other way, which is like, you know, right as we get the fourth character, one of the problems we have there is there's only like 2 or 3 fights that we can really spam before we have to reload the save, because like we need to respawn the enemies basically. You know, it's just one of them. Oh wait, actually, I don't know if I do have to respawn them. They may or may not respawn by me zoning into a certain area. Look, it's been a while since I've done that grind, okay? We're going to use Life Seed on Justin, though, of course. More health. But yeah, I mentioned it back when I showed off, like, the Dom Ruins grind and that. But the really, really big grinds, well, before I finish that story, if you just want to go to the very top of the mountain, you need this path where, like, the Torii gates are. We want the items, so I'm going to go up this one, though. But yeah, when I did the Dom Ruins grind, I told you guys, like, how I basically do the grind once, I create a save, and then I just load that save whenever I get to that area, you know what I mean? That is also what I normally do for this upcoming grind. So, I'm a little, you know, I'm forgetting a few of the details. It's like, I can't remember if we have to actually save reload to respawn the mobs, or if I can just zone into a specific area to do that for me. It's fine though, it doesn't really matter. Because I mean, realistically, it's like the save spot is in the area anyway, so worst case scenario, I try it once without reloading the save and see if they respawn. If they don't, then okay, I wasted like 5 seconds, you know what I mean? It's really not going to be the end of the world if they don't respawn there. If they do respawn, then hey, great, I don't need to worry, you know, like I can just carry on as normal. Aww, why do they crit? I don't want them using the critical command. Use normal attacks, please. At least if they use normal attacks, they get 2 hits instead of 1, so it's more EXP. Well, at least Justin got both of his off, that's fine. It's better than nothing. But yeah, as you guys can see, like, we are starting to get more and more character EXP now. That is because we are actually coming up to... Realistically, I think the easiest way of describing it is we are coming up to, like, the first official difficulty spike. Like, the game has tried to spike until now, but anyone who has like even a remote amount of Grandia knowledge, they're going to be completely unfazed by the very minor spikes that we've had so far, because normally like the first spike typically is, you know, like the I can't remember the name, but it's the mine area that you go for to get the Steam Pass. That's normally like the first difficulty spike, and then you've got the boss in the church with Fina. Like, those two are very, very small difficulty spikes though, although the boss in the church can be incredibly nasty, to be fair. After that, realistically, there's not really a spike until sort of, you know, the Garlisle base that we were just at. Which, yeah, it's a little harder than the previous areas, but most of the difficulty in the Garlisle base just comes from the 3 bosses there. Like, the bosses are 90% of the difficulty in that location. It's not the, you know, the regular soldiers. The regular soldiers, they're just pushovers. It doesn't matter about them. You can crush them in your sleep. Whereas, it's not going to be for a couple of areas, but it'll basically be the area where we unlock the 4th character. That's going to be a little bit of a difficulty spike. I mean, we'll still get through it, no problem, because, like, I have way too much health, basically. Like, way too much health. But yeah, so we have, you know, quite a bit there. but the problem that we're going to face mostly is from the actual, like, status elements that some of the mobs there can inflict, because that's where we're going to come across Plague for the first time. And Plague is... it's a little bit of a weird one, to be honest. Like, it is essentially, you know, a collection of, like, random elements. You know, it can be sort of any of them. But the damage for it is also a little you know? Like, the big one comes from the movement slowing stuff, and there are... well, I say there is one specific type of mob. Oh yeah, I forgot, like, they're highly resistant to wind. Whoops. There is one type of mob there, which is actually just, like, incredibly strong with, like, normal attacks. So one of the things that we just, like, do not want to happen, basically, is we don't want to get into a fight with them, get debuffed to Hal, and then, you know, just start getting attacked by these big guys, basically. Because that's just going to end incredibly badly. Oh yeah, I can't go that way. Whoops. Well, time to go back and go back around. We've got all the items from here now. But yeah, so it's like, I don't want to get debuffed and then just start getting wailed on by this super heavy hitter. You know what I mean? Because it's like, before now, I've been grinding in this area. Not this area I'm in right now, the area I'm on about. I've been grinding in that area. And you guys probably know at this point what I'm like when grinding. Like, I just lose all focus and all concentration. There'll be like 2% of my attention on the game, and the other like 98% is just focused on, you know, like a video or like a podcast or something like that. Like, I pay no attention. You know what I mean? It's like, to be fair, the next grind I do, it will probably just like involve something to do with like Mr. Ballin. Oh, look, I enjoy watching Mr. Ballin, okay? He's a pretty funny guy, and I do like watching his content. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother using Cal Slash here. I'm just gonna attack with Sue. Just because I know the bugs are basically immune to wind damage, so we're just gonna murder him as quickly as we can and sort of get through it. Or else he's gonna have to get another attack in here anyway, isn't she? Oh, you know what I just realised? That's gonna generate SP for us, so I could probably get another fight off. I'll have to check in the next fight. Yeah, I might be able to get another fight cheer off after that. Oh, and her weapon didn't level up. She did though. Let's kill the spiders. Luckily enough though, we are nearly done now with this area. We only have a little bit to go. And then we'll be all ready to go back to the village, basically. Right, I can use another fight. Brilliant. And of course that does mean that she's going to gain a mace level now as well. Realistically, I could change her over to like a throwing weapon, but I'm not going to. It's like the EXP we earn on both her staff, well, yeah, the mace and her throwing weapon is going to be the same because we're using buff abilities. Because buff abilities just disregard levels, basically. That's why this method of grinding Sue is so freaking overpowered. It's like you can just power her to 99 without a care in the world with this. I'm just trying to think if there's any other grinding methods that are just as strong and fast. I mean, there's no real attack, so to say, that will actually level up 3 like categories, you know, like weapon and 2 elements. There is one for Justin, which does his weapons and 2 elements. The only downside is that is actually an attack, so you can only really use that like once in a fight, because it's also incredibly strong. So chances are when you use that, whatever you used it on is probably dead anyway. So you can only really get one use of fight off, whereas with Sue's, you know, you can obviously spam it. One of the other benefits for Sue as well is the cost of her skill is literally like 4 times lower. Which does of course mean, you know, you get to spam it even more and more and more. And then all the other combinations, I think, is just like, you know, weapon and 1 element, or like the 2 elements for magic and that. Because like you don't really get any super super grinding styles like Sue gets, and I kind of think it's a shame, you know, like the ability to abuse something like that is awesome, but then that's just the grinder in me talking, you know what I mean? Like anything even remotely broken like that, I freaking love with a passion. All right. We are now at the top of God of Light Mountain, and this is where we're gonna get like one of the best cutscenes ever. Well, it's not really a cutscene, it's more just a bit of dialogue and that, but I love it. I love it so much. And of course, we're gonna get some equipment. We did get the Mist Whip for Fina. I am gonna equip that. It is stronger than the Elite Whip, but it's also really good for like the ghosty type monsters, like the Cloud type. And that's also why I didn't really bother buying any weapons in the town, just because there's not really, you know, much point, basically. It's like, we don't need any new weapons for Justin, we don't need any for Sue. Oh, I nearly missed that item there, actually, I forgot about that one. Alright. Okay, with that said, let's go for the last one, shall we? Just get the gold. Right, and there's the sap, the nectar jar. The God of Light will bless us. By the way, guys, notice the big, giant, obviously different statue in the background. Does that look familiar? I believe it does. I believe that looks very familiar. Maybe like maybe like a spirit stone that Justine has. Alright, let's go back to the village. It's like, the cutscene isn't right now, the cutscene's gonna be, in a minute. We have to go for a cutscene in the village. We'll have like a little bit of dialogue there. If I remember rightly, we're gonna stay the night and have a meal at Rem's parents' house. And then something happens and we have to come all the way back, basically. You guys know how it is, right? It's always the same in these games. Always the same. But yeah, like, I cannot wait for that cutscene. The cutscene's so good. I like it. Mainly due to the fact it involves two of my favorite characters. I just love the two characters it involves. It's like, I think, you know, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, right? And I'm gonna say the two characters that this cutscene involves are probably a lot of people's favorites, to be fair. I mean, sure, you know, you're gonna have the few that like other characters, like a certain one later, but for me, these two characters are the best for sure. But though, everybody, I'm afraid to say you're gonna have to wait until the next one to see the scene. Still though, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, then please be sure to smash that like button, and of course, drop a comment down below. And for anybody new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content. As always though, everybody, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.